Good morning! Today is gonna be a good day, even though I'm so stressed out. Oh my gosh, I have a lot to do, but first, let me get some coffee inside of me. I was supposed to wake up early today, but I went to bed at 4 a.m., so that didn't really work. Today I'm gonna be filming a what I eat in a day, specifically because there was this fan that I met a couple weeks ago at like a little local diner. She was checking me out and she recognized me and I talked to her for a second and then she requested that I film a what I eat in a day. I was just on vacation, so I emptied out like the water, coffee water thing that holds the water. If you guys have coffee ground recommendations, let me know. Just a splash. It's hot, but it's delicious. So for breakfast today, like I mentioned, I've been on vacation, so I don't have a ton of food here. I'm thinking hard-boiled eggs and an apple and an orange. I don't think I'm using a big enough plate for this. Me trying to like plate it cute, it looks so bad. Here is my breakfast. There's 2 hard-boiled eggs and then obviously the oranges and the apples. Today I just did salt, pepper, a little bit of paprika, and then some everything with the bagel seasoning. I actually might put some sriracha on these. Okay, cheers. So good. But yeah, there is my breakfast for today. All right guys, I'm back. I just took a shower and did my makeup and kind of got ready for the day, and it's time to start thinking about what I'm gonna eat for lunch. One of my favorite things to do when I'm figuring out what I wanna eat is to use my Surface Copilot PC to help me find a recipe. Thank you so much to Best Buy for sponsoring today's video. Basically, what I do is just open Microsoft Copilot, which is an AI-powered companion, and I put in whatever I'm feeling. So right now for lunch, I'm kind of thinking salmon, like a salmon bowl type of thing would be really good. So I'm just gonna type in give me a salmon bowl recipe and it's gonna give me a bunch of options. Okay, honestly this first recipe that came up looks really good. Sometimes I'll do like give me another one, like I'll give it different cues. I actually just went ahead and created a grocery list on here, and although I love finding new recipes and creating grocery lists and this makes it super easy, those are not the only reasons I love this laptop. As somebody whose work and personal life blends kind of into one, it's really important for me to have a very versatile laptop. So no matter what your needs are, the Surface Pro 11 is perfect for you. It can be like a tablet if you just have the Surface Pro, and then you can actually attach the Surface Pro keyboard to have an all-in-one tablet laptop situation. Also, the Surface Slim Pen is stored, charged, and always nearby, so you can do typing and on-screen writing all in one. As somebody who loves to-do lists and staying organized, I love how easy it is for me to increase my productivity and efficiency by using this system. And although creativity is the center of my work, I love finding new creative outlets, and I've been having so much fun creating images in Paint through drawing and text prompts to co-create in Paint. Another super cool feature is live captions. I feel like if you're in school right now, this could be really useful for you. It instantly translates any live or pre-recorded video in any app or video platform from 44 different languages into English. Those are just a couple of things that this laptop can do. The Surface Pro 11 is seriously everything you've ever wanted at a starting price of $999. You guys can shop the links in the description box to save on select Surface Copilot PCs now at Best Buy. I know it's sponsored, but I've seriously never had a device that makes doing so many different things so easy. I just feel like it makes the most sense for anybody that's wanting to do a wide variety of different things on their device. So go get yours today. Hi guys, I actually just got a little bit of editing done because I wasn't in the mood to actually go to the store yet, but it is getting late and I am getting hungry. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store now. I also have a few other places that I need to stop at and pick up a few things. Alright guys, I just got back from running my errands and I'm going to start preparing my lunch, which has now turned into a 4 p.m. lunch. I don't know how this happened. This happens a lot. I just like get distracted and then like other things happen and then I don't eat lunch until late and then I eat my dinner also really late. Probably not good, but that's how I am. That's who I am. I need to take this off, I'm hot. The salmon that I actually bought is pre-seasoned. I don't really know why I did that. You could cut up your salmon after you cook it. I like to cut up when I'm doing stuff like this. I like to cut it up into bite-sized pieces before I cook it because in this case, I'm like marinating it in sauce, so I feel like it gets more saucy. I feel like I don't need to make both of these. Ah! Oh, that looks so unappetizing, but I'm gonna save that for lunch tomorrow because I definitely do not need all this. Now I'm gonna put it into this bag to marinate it. I have some of the sauces that the recipe actually recommends, so I'm gonna use those and then I might add in a few extra. I bought this Mandarin teriyaki sauce just now, and then I'm gonna use sweet chili sauce, soy sauce, a little bit of orange sauce, and then some of this thinner teriyaki marinade. Just a little. This is not that much. Not that much fish. Definitely did not need that much. I've been cooking a lot more and like making a lot more recipes, and people always are asking me to share my recipes and like post them. Well, people aren't always asking me that, but sometimes people ask me that, and I feel bad because I want to, but also so much of the stuff that I make has no recipe. Like this, I can tell you guys what's in it, but I can't tell you actually how to do it because I don't have measurements. Also, it's so gloomy out, and I hate how early the sun starts going down. Like, the sun already started going down, and I'm eating lunch, which that's my fault. I shouldn't be eating lunch at 4 p.m., but like it's 4 p.m. and it's getting like dark and gloomy. I'm gonna put the salmon in the fridge for probably around 30 minutes to kind of let it sit and marinate. And while I do that, I'm gonna get started on my rice. I just have this big bag of jasmine rice. You can use sushi rice. That's what the recipe calls for, but I don't know what the difference is. I think sushi rice is like stickier, but I have this whole bag, and jasmine rice is good, so I'm just gonna use this. I'm so scared, I'm so scared, I'm so scared. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Ooh. Got me new rice. My issue right now is I don't know how much rice this was, so I don't know how much water to put. Probably about a cup, right? Yeah. Okay, now I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to this and then wait for it to boil, and then once it's boiling, lower the heat, cover it, let it simmer for like 10-15 minutes usually. Now I'm going to chop up my vegetables. I got carrots for this. These I don't have to chop because they're already shredded, but then I got a cucumber. I also got edamame. I wanted to find like edamame out of the pod, but I could only find the ones in the pod. So what I'm gonna do is just make this. This is just like frozen edamame. I'm gonna make this, and then I'm gonna individually squeeze out some of the pods, and then I'm gonna eat the rest like whole, like with the pod. I'm not gonna eat the pod, but you know what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna quickly put my laundry away while I wait for my rice to be done and my salmon to be done marinating. Then I'll come back to ya. Oh my gosh, why do I look like that? All right guys, I just pulled my air fryer out and it's preheating to 400 degrees right now, and then I have to cook it for 7 to 8 minutes, I think. This is so much rice. I don't think it's gonna need 7 or 8 minutes because this is not very much salmon. I think I'm gonna do like 6 minutes. I'm gonna add some rice vinegar to my rice that was just in the fridge. I put a lot of vinegar in there on accident, so I don't think I need that much soy sauce. Guys, I think my microwave just broke. What? My air fryer stopped too. I think I have a fuse box in here. Maybe I should take a look at that. I'm just a girl, I'm just a girl. Oh gosh. Okay, I definitely blew a fuse. That's never happened in here before. I don't know what that was all about. My fridge turned off too, but I think, wait. Got everything back going. I'm putting my cucumbers in. Now for edamame, I just kind of wanted to squeeze these. Oh. Now for the top, I'm gonna go in with Kewpie mayo, a little bit of yum yum sauce, and then some sriracha. Ah, no, I wanted it to be cute. Here she is. Does she look gorgeous? I think she could look better, but it's gonna be delicious, and that's all that matters. Wait, I just realized I forgot something very important. Sesame seeds or everything but the bagel. I honestly prefer everything but the bagel because there's like more in it, and it has sesame seeds. Oh yeah, that's what it was missing. I also have green onions in my freezer, but I forgot to let them thaw and then put them on top, so I'm just gonna eat it without, but this looks so phenomenal. I can't wait to eat it. That is fire. Hi guys. I am so embarrassed right now. I keep trying to think of ways to make this sound less bad. I don't know, I've literally been sitting here scheming ways to make myself look better, and I was even thinking about like picking this video up tomorrow and just pretending it was the same day. I don't know, I feel like I put such pressure on myself to present myself a certain way sometimes. Although I am very authentic with you guys and I feel like I show you 90% of what's actually going on, you know, there is like a little voice inside my head that is just like, you need to be curated. So many other people online are so curated and their videos are so perfect and their schedules are so perfect and they eat meals at the right time, but that's just not the person I am. Like I mentioned this morning, I woke up later than expected because I accidentally went to bed at 4 a.m. again because I just have so much to do in the next 2 days that it's like really eating at me. Like I've talked about so many times at this point, I was just on a little vacation and then I got back yesterday, which was a Monday, and then I had like half of Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday to get a lot of things done, to get this video completely filmed and edited, to get other videos filmed. It's just like, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I'm blessed to be so busy, but this week has been, it's been not great, and I know that it's just gonna be even more stressful tomorrow. So after I ate my very late lunch, which by the way was delectable, it was so delicious, I'm definitely going to start making that more. I've had a salmon bowl, like I made salmon bowls once, but it was just like a different vibe. The one that I made was so good, and I think it's so fun to explore with like different things to put in it. So I'm definitely gonna be making that more. But after I ate, I did some more things around my apartment. I did the dishes. I still had some unpacking to do from my trip. So I did some unpacking and then I put in another load of laundry. I obviously took my makeup off. I kind of like got ready for bed in a sense, besides just like brushing my teeth, but like all my skincare and stuff is done. And then I literally have been just editing the video you guys are watching right now because it is currently Tuesday and I want to have this video done by Thursday morning. So where that little rant leads me is the fact that it's literally 10:15 p.m. and I still haven't eaten dinner, but I still kind of want to eat my steak that I bought. Oh my gosh, that's like so bad. You're not supposed to eat past like 8 p.m. I think. Also, when I wake up late, like I did today, I just eat so much less. Like this is why I'm like disappointed, because like I really wanted this to be a good video and to be like an accurate depiction of what like my normal days look like. This is not a normal day for me. I'm tweaking out. Cut up some potatoes way earlier because I wanted to prep them. I like to soak my potatoes in like ice cold water for like 30 minutes. It like gets the starch out so that they can be crispier, and then also I want them to like dry out, so I let them sit for like an hour. But I'm gonna show you how I make my potatoes, and then also I've been getting questions about my steak because I recently made a TikTok about me making steak, and I've been making a lot of steak recently. I don't know what's wrong with me or what's gone into me, but I am a steak girly. I got some questions on my TikTok about how I prepare my steaks and how I make them, because me a year ago had no idea where to even begin with making a steak. This is a New York strip steak, and it's normally what I get. Unless I'm feeling extra fancy, I'll get a ribeye, but usually it's this. So the first thing you wanna do is make sure your steak is fully dry. Now we're gonna season. A lot of people might think you wanna put like salt and pepper, paprika and garlic powder and onion powder, all of the things that you would probably put on like chicken or something before you cook it. That's not the case though. A lot of people say you only want to put salt on your steak before you cook it. I do that, but then I also use this garlic butter seasoning. It's probably so bad for you, but it's so good. And y'all, put a lot. You want like the entire surface to be covered. Trust me, because the salt is gonna like soak in and it's gonna kind of like melt into it, and it's just gonna make it so tasty. And then you're gonna flip her over. I forgot to put this on the other side. I just do like a tiny bit of this. I just feel like it adds so much flavor. Pat it in. Now you're gonna let this sit for probably about 30 minutes. I'm not gonna let it sit that long just because I am starving and I wanna eat it. But you kind of want the steak to be at room temperature when you cook it, because then you will get an even cook all the way through and you're not gonna like burn the outside before the inside cooks. Potato time. Avocado oil, just a little bit. You can season these however you want. I'm gonna put some of this same garlic powder or garlic butter seasoning just because I don't know why I like this stuff so much. Some salt. onion powder, Lowry's seasoning salt, and then some garlic powder. Also some pepper. Okay, now you just kind of like mix it all together, get everything evenly coated. I love this. I feel like I'm a cooking channel. Now I'm putting these in the oven for 30 minutes on 400 degrees. Damn it, I really can't eat for 30 minutes. Look what I bought at the store today. I got Uncrustables for the first time in so long, and why do I want one when I have literally an entire steak potato meal? I shouldn't eat one. Okay, whatever, I'm gonna pass, but I'm probably gonna have one of these before I go to bed anyways. I grabbed some cubed cheese. I love cheese. I have a lot to do. Oh wait, I bought corn to make with my steak. I'll eat the corn tomorrow. Okay, squad, there's 13 minutes left on my potatoes, so I'm gonna put my steak on. You're gonna turn it on pretty much high heat. I do like a little less than all the way up just because I get scared. You don't wanna use like olive oil for this. You wanna use a high smoke point oil. So avocado oil is pretty healthy-ish for being an oil, I think. Maybe I'm making that up. And then also it has a 500-degree smoke point, so it's good for high heat stuff. You're gonna wait until your oil is like really hot. You can do like the water test. I don't like doing that because oil starts splashing everywhere, but basically you just want your oil to be super hot. When you put your steak in, it should like make a lot of noise. If it doesn't, your oil wasn't hot enough and you're not gonna get a nice little sear on the outside of your steak. I feel like it's pretty hot. I'm going to lay the steak in with like the bottom first, and then I'm gonna slowly put it down away from me. And then press down. I do 2 minutes on each side until I think it's done. I used to not have a heat thermometer. Now I do because I used to like have to cut into it to see if it was done. I think this is literally gonna take 4 minutes though. It's like already cooked halfway through. But heat thermometers will usually tell you the different temperature for how well done you want your steak. So for medium rare, it says between 130 and 135. I like mine around 130. We still have to baste it, but I want to, okay. What I basically said was once you think it's done, remove it and put it on a baking sheet that like the things can drip out of. We still have to baste it with butter, but I like to get the excess oil out of my pan first just because, I don't know. You can do however much you want. I try not to do that much because I don't want to make the steak like super unhealthy. I don't know what that'd be, like a tablespoon. I might add more, I don't know yet. Now take a spoon and you're gonna grab the butter and throw it on top of the steak. I think this is overcooked. Usually my steaks are not this thin. I literally cooked it for like 3 minutes though. Now you take it out and put it back on the cookie thing and let it sit for 10 minutes. My test one, I think I'm gonna need to broil them for a minute. Perfect potatoes. Here she is. I'm grabbing some ketchup for the potatoes. I'm really scared to cut into this. Not bad. Actually, that's way better than I thought it was gonna be. It felt super hard, like I had overdone it. But if you can see there, that's a pretty perfect steak. It's so tender. Oh my God, this is fire. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. This is delicious. You see how tender that is? This is so good. Now for the potatoes. Delicious. Oh wow, this is actually super good. This is hitting right now. I got all ready for bed and I am going to hit the hay. I look crazy. My hair is like not doing great. My fan is on right now and it's kind of loud, so sorry if you can hear that. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I had so much fun with you and I love and appreciate you more than you could ever know. Also, again, thank you so much to Best Buy for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are interested in getting your very own Surface Pro 11, all of the links are in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.